Hey there, Red413 here, and I've been busy since the last time I had a video, and I actually made a video and I didn't want to upload to YouTube, so I've just been working on some models, and I know I haven't shown you the finished product of the Japanese Zero, so that's the box art, and here is the final whatever. Here's the final thing. I did it in the Imperial Japanese gray sort of paint scheme, even though actually it's painted white. And I did a lot of silver dry brushing because in the Pacific the Japanese aircraft suffered major weathering and paint chipping to their aircraft, and you know, I think it really looks amazing. I really love dry brushing on metal. I just think it looks super good at the end of it. But yeah, here's the bottom, and I'm not sure if you can tell because of the lighting, but I even got it on the engine block there. And I had to take a few decals off of a different model actually to complete it. And I didn't actually have a band around the tail or around the fuselage here, like a normal Japanese fighter squadron would have, or a carrier squadron. I was actually going to maybe have it to where it was part of the, I think it was second flight group of the Attack on Pearl Harbor. I think that was the blue bands, but I just never did it. But yeah, there's that. And I don't even think I have done a review of this. I tried to in the last video that I made, but it didn't, like I said, it didn't come out. So that would be the ME-262. One of the first jet fighter aircraft, and here's what I've got so far. It's gonna be mostly olive drab, but I'm gonna have some dark gray, sort of triangular camouflage on it, and the side there is sort of sky blue colored with a lot of scuff marks on the bottom, because they were highly experimental and stuff went wrong with them a lot, and makes it look sort of like it landed a few times really hard and either the gear broke off or, you know, something happened. The engines only lasted about, what was it, like, can't remember exactly how long, 52 hours they lasted, and it took about 12 hours on maintenance. So yeah, I did originally have this one to where it's opened up instead of just pops off, but the wires that I had it attached to sort of didn't want to stay on, and you can see all the engine modifications that I did there. I used really thick thread, and a couple copper wires are in there. It's a shame that you can't see it all, because I actually did it like all the way down the engine. But, you know, attention to detail, I like it. Next, I have the sort of the same deal with the gun compartment, which isn't fully complete yet. Let's see if I can get that in the light so you guys can see. Hold on. See. It tells them to paint. It tells you to paint the guns steel. I painted them black and then dry brushed them with silver. I think it looks much better. But yeah, there's that. And the tail, the rudder specifically on the tail is really interesting. What I did is originally I had thread in there to keep it in there, but it fell off, and now after several hours of just constantly gluing it again and again, And not in place, I mean on this piece right here. I put enough glue on it to where it actually stays in the little thing that it goes in, and it's able to move around. So, you know, just a little bit more feature to it. And I originally did want to have a retractable gear, but it was late one night and I put the wings together and forgot about it until morning, and then I realized what I did. And when I tried to take the wings off, I had glued them on too tightly, and I was like, ah, crap, oh well. But yeah, so I'm just gonna have the gear down, but you can see in there the inside of the fuselage there, which is what the seat sits on, and the gear will go right here and close up, obviously. But yeah, there's a couple copper wires in there, I think you can see it, and a few thread. Originally there was just 2 like little wires that you were supposed to paint, but it didn't look good, so I added a few more stuff to it, and now it looks much better. And this plane is tail heavy, so I added a fishing weight in the front of it, so whenever I do have the gear, I won't have to have a little stand for it, and it should be able to stand up straight perfectly fine. And yeah, what else was I gonna do? Oh yes, I remember. The rudder came off. Oh, another thing, I made it so these pop off. It actually comes this way, but I didn't glue them in yet, and I probably won't glue them in, just because they're easier to paint this way first and then put them on. So I just have them on there like that. Plus they stick in pretty well, they don't fall out, so it's fine, there's no need to glue them. And I probably won't glue them. But yeah. Next I have several things that my uncle sent me for late Christmas presents. But here is one of my favorite helicopters ever to have ever existed. The Mil-24 Hind. Russian military, pretty much jack of all trades helicopter. Can be used for transports and attack, ground attack, whatever you want it to be used for. And they're really great aircraft. They've been around since Vietnam, I believe, yes. They had to go up against Cobras and Hueys and stuff like that, and the Russian government still uses them today, and that's how big one half is. And let's get my Huey that I'm repainting, so that's the size comparison. If you can see, I'm not sure if you can. So, yeah. And that's the side of it. And the Huey looks wider, but the Hind is actually wider because it has wings that go on its side. They carry rocket pods and machine guns. Actually, I don't think it carries machine guns on the side. It carries one in the front, but I'm not sure about the side. Yeah, I'm gonna hopefully have a display for this, so it'll look like it's landed and being worked on. One cool thing about the Hind is, not sure about anymore, but it used to be, if it's not still, the only helicopter that has to take a rolling start fully loaded down because it's so heavy that it can't take off vertical. And yeah, so there's that. I got another car model, and I'll eventually do this one because I actually do like the way it looks. Looks pretty nice. I'm gonna get it done after everything else though, because I like building planes and helicopters more than I like building cars. No offense to anybody, but it's true. But eventually I will get around to doing it, because it does look pretty awesome. And next I have another SR-71 Blackbird, and I have the completed version of that, because this is the second one that I have, and this is the first one that I have, and it was pretty fun. I liked building it. I forgot to put the little guys in though, so I'll probably do that for this one. It was fairly easy to put together. I mean, it was like, I don't even remember. Let's see, there's 2 halves. It's really not, it's not as many pieces as they make it look, but yeah, so there's that. And I really like it. I'm actually looking forward to building a second one of these because I just love the way SR-71s look. They look amazing. I mean, look at that. They also come with a little tiny drone sort of thing, and I think I still have that. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I'm not, yeah, right here it is. Comes with a little drone type thing, and this one I weathered to make it look all dusty, sort of like it landed in the field and kicked up a lot of dust. Basically what that does is it sits on the top, I believe. Yeah, I think it sits on the top while it's going, and I realize you can't see because it's hard to see that. But anyways, it sits on top like this, and I'm not sure how high up they have to be, but they launch this off, and it goes down, and it scouts out, basically, you know, it's a scout plane, basically, without sending anybody there. Reconnaissance, scout, whatever you want to call it, but that's what it does. And to do that, and so yeah, that's pretty much all I have, really. Besides, like I said, I was redoing my Huey, so I'm gonna make it historically inaccurate because I cannot get it the way I want it to look at all, and I've tried several times. It's sort of like the A10 Warhawk. I don't know how many times I had to repaint that because I just did not like the way it looked, and it's the same thing for this. I just can't get it the way it looks, so I'm gonna paint it. I'm just gonna keep painting it until I find a way that I like it, and I'm sort of gonna go for a, I don't really know, mythical flight stuff things. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Anyways, hopefully y'all enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Hopefully I'll have a completed ME262 and at least a halfway decent looking Hind. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.